Morning, everybody. Steve out here at South Lake Sundries. This morning, I wanted to see what you guys are doing to control your invasive species. Out here, we've got a section of our 60-acre property. 40 of ours is on land, primarily this oak forest. The other 20 is the lake behind me, South Lake. We have a really bad case of Oriental Bittersweet invasive species that's moved through our forest understory. You see it's taken over that whole area, and it's probably come from down this hill or whatever, but you can kind of see how this Oriental Bittersweet's really wreaking havoc on the understory, but it's also starting to pull down trees there. So this stuff is pretty thick in here, pretty bad. It's even trying to choke itself out. It's really, aggressive, thick weed. You can kind of see it's binding itself up around this tree here. What is this? Shagbark hickory, I believe. Anyway, so today I'm spraying this. I've been spraying a little bit of this section every morning when the weather permits. So at least on our property, we have this bittersweet going on another section of our property. To the east, we also have the honeysuckles with the bittersweet too. Those are probably our two biggest offenders out here. That and some multiflora rose. We don't have too much garlic mustard, knock on wood, currently, but it's definitely this bittersweet that's like wreaking havoc on stuff. So today I'm spraying glyphosate or Roundup on it versus a couple other products. Maybe you might have heard of what's another one out there that would be used for brush, triclopper or whatever you'd call that. For us out here though, because we do have our lake, we also have a sandy loamy soil mix, so it can filter water stuff, things pretty quickly. So we want to be careful of groundwater contamination with the products we use. That's why I'm not using a brush killer with the Roundup. I am using modified seed oil to help penetrate these established weeds. They're waxy cuticle. You can see some of this that I've already sprayed. I'm also using a dye, blue dye, so I know where I've sprayed. My goal here is I don't want this huge section to go to seed. I know birds love it and all that stuff, but we got acres of other natural stuff that they can eat too. This stuff's, frankly, it's taken over. There's nothing honestly of much value under here anymore, unfortunately. Pretty good section. I have no idea how big I haven't measured it. It's coming down this hill down towards the lake. Now fortunately, when it does reach the transition zone of our lake, closer to the lake, it hits what is naturally there. Thankfully, that's really thick and diverse and kind of keeps it in check. This bittersweet though, when it gets sun, man, it gets super aggressive. It'll kind of just do its thing in the shade and won't be so bad. When it gets full sun though, it's gone bonkers. I mean, it's trying to cross the trail, pulling trees down, taking over everything, choking out desirables. So that's what we're doing. In the fall, we might come back and cut and spray again, depending on how this goes. But I see a lot of people post on social media about awareness of invasive species. There's garlic mustard, there's multiflora rose, there's barberries. We got a few of those out here too. Multiflora rose I mentioned. In the honeysuckles, they're pretty bad out here too. So that's what we're targeting. Let us know what you guys are targeting or how you're taking care of your invasive species. I see a lot of people post, but no one actually is like, yeah, I actually cut and spray them, or I cut them, or whatever. No one really wants to talk about the dirty work. It sucks. I don't like spraying chemicals either, but In this case, I will choose to do so because I believe it'll benefit our land and our native plants that we do have out here. So that's how we're doing it. Let us know how you're doing it. Thanks.